And good afternoon from a very sunny, as you can see, Johannesburg. Our Tambo is not that far from my house. It's far enough, you can't walk there, but it's not that far that the weather is significantly different on a good day. So that's what it looks like. And welcome, Peter. Welcome, Ford. Thank you guys for joining me. Kind of like in the middle of my day. I didn't plan on streaming, but something happened that we just want to have a look at, and then obviously I can also show you what we've been up to in 6.7. So let's actually get started with that. Just get into the cockpit. Hello, Frank, Erkibris, and Dave. Ooh, good evening from Sydney. Oh, that's far, man. Welcome. Hello, Tero. Right. So me and Twixter spent some time together yesterday, and he's asked me to show you a couple of things. So I'm going to start off with the basics, right? So we're going to go to the joystick controllers, and we're going to look at control sensitivities first. Okay, so he's adamant. He's developed the flight model for the Zibo where all these little balls need to be on the very left. Okay, so I'm going to have to update my Zibo install guide, right? Because in the old dispensation, I had mine on the right-hand side. We no longer care about that. So we want all of these balls on the left. That's the first thing. The second thing that we looked at was the response curves. All right, so we had a look at different options, and then we actually went flying a little bit, and it's not perfect on my system, but we're moving in the correct direction. So what Twixter has suggested is I go to cubic, and then I add a point at 55 and 65. So it's 0.55 and 0.65, which is that point over there. And what this gives to me is that elusive feeling of weight, okay? So it gives the impression that you're not flying a bit special and you're not doing aerobatics kind of thing. So it's not as responsive. It's just a little bit retarded now, okay? And this is basically it. So the suggestion is start here. And then you can then move your curves up and down, left and right to wherever you like it. Okay, so some of us, like Tero, have got some major better controllers than the rest of us. Okay, and yes, Kev. All right. So yes, some guys have got better controllers. They don't need it. Some guys have got other controllers. They need it. Some don't need it, even with the cheap stuff. But it's going to be largely related to your personal computer. Okay. And then my phone's ringing. Hold a second. All right, guys, I'm back. Sorry about that. I just had to take that call. It was a bit important. So, yeah, okay. So to answer your question before we continue with the story again, Alex, I've got work, and this is part of me getting called away by customers and suppliers and everybody in between why there was this pause for a minute or two now. But, you know, it's one of those things. Let's hope they don't disturb us too many times. So coming back to what we were discussing here, Tero's got a very nice description there. Thank you, Tero. You just keep on posting stuff like that. It's very nice. And anyway, so yes, this is the suggestion. So as Kev said at the top, this is like more of a definitive place to start at. And you can then go and move that thing higher, lower, left, right, whatever, to suit your needs. Because what we don't want is we do not want under control sensitivities for X-plane to augment the actual flight model. We want the real flight model, the actual Twixtor flight model. And the only way to get it is to set those little balls all to the left and then just to make a response curve. All right. And the same goes also for the roll. You can do the same with the roll. So just make that. Come on, why are you not moving? Am I not clicking on you? Here you go. All right, so the suggestion that I got for my alpha yoke after, you know, speaking a long time with Twixtor is 5565, and I've gone one up. All right, so I've put that on both the roll and on the pitch. And I did the hand-flown circuit last night, and I can tell you one thing, it feels like a different machine, a completely different aircraft. It is amazing how this thing operates now. So he's updated some of the airfoils, he's updated the whole flight model again. At this point in time, we're at 7 alpha, obviously, and it's a raw model. So this is obviously going to now get looked at by both Tim and Zibo. So we'll probably get a Bravo and a Charlie and so on, you know, until the guys are entirely happy. All right. Coming to your question, Frank White, you are welcome to make the changes, okay, in lieu of the new version that's coming. It shouldn't break your system. If it does anything, it should make the system feel a little bit heavier, the aircraft feel a little bit heavier. So by all means, go for it. Mac? You saying something? It's both of them are cubic and both are 5565, Mac. That's where we started, and I was very happy with it last night. Mm-hmm. I don't know. That's not how I experienced it. Okay. This is literally how we played with it last night. And I was doing that hand-flown circuit there at South End, you know. So. Mm-hmm. Okay, well, let's humor you, Mac. I understand what you're saying, so let's put it in the middle. Let's put the roll at 50, okay? That's it. And then we just lift that one up to 65. And then we're going to try it. I don't know, Mac. That's not how we had it last night, you see. So let's... Yeah, speak to him directly. Okay, so based upon what you're saying, let's put it at 50-50 instead of the 55-65, right? And no, this is the roll. No, exactly. And my my SD card just bombed out. I just want to restart that quickly. All right, there you go. Sorry, Peter, you should have said that earlier, but there you go. Mac, they didn't hear you. So, Mac, you are now live. So, all Mac said was that he's going to query this with Twixtor directly because he does not agree in the roll mode to have it at 55-65. Okay, now that's how I tested it with Twixtor last night, and he didn't say anything. So, Mac, by all means, go check it with him, and we'll take it further from there. In terms of the pitch mode, I'm not changing that. That was beautiful.
No,
okay.
No. All I'm saying is you want the same response whether you bank left or right.
Yes.
It's a different question about the pitch mode.
Yeah. Okay, cool. That makes perfect sense. Let's quickly look at the comments again. Paul, you are 100% correct. And also, Kev, cubic is the important. Yes, it is. And Peter, yeah, we fixed the Discord. Sorry about that. Hello, Christopher. Good afternoon. Okay, so this is the basics. All right, so you got it. Control sensitivities, all on the left. All of these ones, all on the left. Your response curve, 55-65 on pitch. And on this one, the jury is out. We're going to test it, but I kind of hear what Mac is saying about having the same on the left and the right. So we're going to put it smack in the middle. Okay. And that's it. Hey, Uncle John. Hello, Andy. Right, so that is the basics, okay? And again, this is 7 alpha. We're probably going to get a beta and a Charlie and so on until Twixtor and Zibo is happy. But we're going to quickly take it for a spin. It's a rather long flight, and the reason we're doing it is Uncle John did a test flight for us this morning, and everything went horribly wrong. So we want to recreate the flight and make sure that, you know, we can either make it work or we find that there is a bug, in which case the stream will be extremely short, because once we find the bug, you know, that's going to be it.
Now you know.
Yeah. Let's quickly see. I'm getting pinged all over. Give me a second. My goodness. Right, okay. Let's start setting up. Let's get going. All right. Also, just a reminder, I did answer James. I did answer you in the comments on one of the other videos. I just want to quickly remind everybody, if you want the airside services to load faster, please come to Realism. Under Realism, you can set your align time, the refuel time, the PAX boarding, the cargo load time, all of these things you can set. So what I've done is align time and refuel time I like real, but the PAX boarding and cargo sometimes make me sit and wait. So I've just put them a little bit shorter, not too short because we still want the effect, but this is where you do it. And when you're done, please click on save. Make sure you save your settings. Okay, that's it. So let's get going.
Can you possibly stream in Discord as well, Nico, please?
Uncle John, just because you ask so nicely. There you go.
Bless you, son.
Right. Okay, we've got the alignment done. I've done a few things just before we got into the streams.
The interesting thing, Nico, was the speeds were all correct before takeoff. It was only after takeoff that they changed.
Okay, we're going to have a look. In actual fact, I don't want ILS, I want the RNAV. So
I took the ILS.
yeah, no, I want the RNAV. Why do we have two R-nav 19s?
Good question.
I don't know. Yeah, there you go. That's the one I want. Right here, we got to just fix this thing up a little bit. Okay, I think I know what I need to do here. Just check. Okay, so CTV 13. Auckland.
RNAV, one's GNSS and one's RNP.
Okay, gotcha. Difficult to guess when you are just looking at the screen the way I did.
Yeah.
There we go. Okay. Yeah, man. Right.
Yeah, they're completely different because those RNP.
I never checked.
Yeah.
I never checked the other chart. I only checked this one, Max. So when I'm done later on, maybe I'll go have a look.
Yeah.
Let's go 35. Yeah, we can do that. I actually think they're still loading. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go back. The CG is going to change. Okay, we'll have to just wait a short while. Start setting up the rest then.
And you do 34, I do 32.
Yeah, import. This timing is really taking long.
Ground to flight deck, fuel is all loaded up and you are good to go.
Right, done.
Ground to cockpit. Plan acknowledged. Call me through the menu when you are ready.
Flight attendants prepare for departure. Cross-check and all call. Thank you.
Ground to cockpit. Toes driving up. Okay. All doors and hatches are closed. Ready to connect.
Right, you guys ready?
Can I just check the speeds in the FMC? All good before we go.
I did. Which speed you want to check? The legs?
Yes, please.
0.77. 0.77.
Toe
Yeah,
connected and bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake.
excellent.
That's all. Thank you.
Starting pushback, and you may start engines.
Now I don't have Linda, so I better concentrate.
Captain, we are freezing in the cabin.
We're freezing. That's interesting in this heat. I'd like to know how you get that.
Afternoon.
Good afternoon. How are you?
Ja, maar. Let's get a new version again.
Yes, sir. Hello, Rob. Good morning. There you go, Kev. That's the link. Gents, this story you heard about the freezing in the back, it's a little thing that Antonio wrote for us. There's the GitHub link. You can go download it.
Operation complete. Set parking brake.
I've never
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
I've never heard it before. It's the first time I've heard it, and I've never even read the manual yet, so I'm not sure really how it works, but it's checking the temperatures, and I suppose you need to go fiddle with those knobs over there, or maybe just have the recirc fan on. I don't know. We'll find out when we read the manual, or when Antonio comes and explains to us, but I just saw it. He had it here in Discord, and I thought, man, that must be a nice thing to have. So there you heard it with me for the first time. All right, let's go through the motions. Yes, we're on the bus. Those things are done. The probes are on.
Tow is disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal on the left. We'll see you next time. Have a lacquer flight.
Thank you very much. We're gonna fly lacquer, man. Why is the rudder so sticky? Come on. Right, there's the
Captain,
pin.
passengers are asking for a cozier temperature.
Appropriate temperatures, which will be what? I suppose we can just notch it up a little bit. Oh, there's the temperature here. Let's rise it, make it rise a little bit. Hope we done it the right way. We'll see if it works or not. Otherwise, we'll wait for him to explain how it really works. Okay, let's go. Okay, so guys, I'm going to do something stupid, but I want to do the hand flying bit. So I'm going to take off in the wrong direction, okay? Then I'm going to just turn around and come back by hand, and then we can intercept and go with the autopilot. Okay, so don't think I'm really stupid. I'm just doing something stupid.
Do you want to test something special then, Nico?
Yeah, the new flight model, Hendrik. We've set the response curves, and so I'm hoping to see what I saw last night as well. The only difference between what we did last night and now is really that this is the explained 1207, and we actually did the testing in 1208. So we'll see if it makes a difference, but it shouldn't. And this is 6.7a that I'm testing.
Right. But the manual going the wrong way, is that
Well,
show you something or just fun?
No, it's fun, because if I take off in the correct way, I'm going to be tempted to just put the autopilot on and let it go. You see, if I take off in the wrong direction, I need to turn around, fly back to where I need to be, and then I can switch it on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Approaching 2-1 right. On runway 21 right.
this is what I like. It's more heavier this way. See, now you can feel that there's a slight little delay, and it's heavy, man. It's heavy. Not a bit special.
Hey everyone.
Hello, hello.
It looks like you forgot keypad.
Yeah, I did, but it's because I'm concentrating on hand flying now, so we can always put it on. There we go. I'm not flying online, so I'm not bothering anybody. Okay. See, I'm flying after the flight director, which I shouldn't. 1000. I'm going to go this way. Look at that roll. No, this is nice. Mac.
Yeah.
I think you were onto something. That 50-50 on the roll was really good. Look, it feels so smooth.
Yeah.
Really nice.
It didn't stick with me right.
I understand what you said. It's just funny that's how the way we tested last night. So
Yeah.
maybe Twixter was hoping I would pick up on it. But you did at least, so it's fine.
Captain, could we cool down the cabin a bit, please?
I don't really hear what he's saying. What did he say about the cabin?
Cool it down, good warm.
Oh, yeah, well, he was complaining.
No, it's too up now. I must admit, I like that.
Yeah, it's cool. I must admit, on my system, this thing is flying brilliantly right now.
Just to put you in the picture, I did some descent rates against the data that we have, and they are much more accurate than they were previously with the new flight model.
Okay. That's good. That's brilliant.
So your descent rate and everything would feel better. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm loving doing this job, man. This is excellent. Yeah, I'm loving this.
Are you on the 4K version?
No, this is the 2K version. I did my testing on the 4K last night, and I clean forgot about testing the 4K now. I just started the 2K version as usual.
It's fine. I just noticed your frame rate is incredible.
Yeah, it's nice.
Which just goes to show the difference between 4K and 2K and why they exist.
Yeah. I don't think I ever looked at my frame rates last night once. Not once. It didn't even occur to me to actually have a look.
Is this new? Is this still 6.6?
No, 6.7a.
Oh, perfect. Did they resolve the alternate flap issue?
I'm not certain.
Yes, he did.
That,
He did. Yes,
yeah.
He actually wanted me to test it, Mac. I just don't know if I feel like doing it now. I'll probably do it later.
Okay.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Yes, I just had to think quickly, but he did. No, that's apparently fixed.
Yeah.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, but he said we must test it, you know. Yeah.
Yeah. Main thing for testing this at the moment is there's a new flight model.
Yeah. This thing flies beautifully, man. There's Grand Central below us as well.
Actually, you know what? I can fire up X-Plane here and test these alternate flights.
But have you got 6.7?
I can get 6.7. It's on the Dropbox, no?
Probably.
No, it's not. 6.7's non-public at the moment.
Yeah, it's not Dropbox. Sorry, I spoke out of turn. It's still in the bug tracker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So I don't have access to it, right? It's not.
Nope. Exactly.
No.
You'll have to wait. I can tell you what, I don't know how many of you guys watching can recall a couple of versions ago during a test, I flew from Southend all the way to Dublin and I had to manually fly. Oh my goodness, that day I was sweating. If I have to fly all the way to Cape Town for 2 hours now without any automation, I wouldn't care. This thing is just flipping amazing. This is just brilliant.
You're not getting the rocking and rolling.
No.
Mind you, you're into headwind at the moment. Those that was... Oh no, John's was related to speed as well, problems. Yeah, forget it.
Yeah, with John's, I looked at his thing just didn't want to increase. He was at 210 knots, and no matter what we did, he did not want to increase the speed at all.
Yes.
Nothing happened.
Yeah.
Nothing did.
I know. I was with him for a spell.
This is why I'm doing this flight.
Couldn't,
to see. How? I don't do this anymore.
I mean, I was playing around with my FMs, well, the autopilot features and so forth. Somewhat rotten, and I couldn't trip it up.
With all my ups and downs here, I see I'm getting a XSG limit exceed violation in the VA software.
Oh, are you?
Yeah. I think the guys at the back are going, what's this guy doing? Not flying this airline again. I'm still hand flying this thing. Can you believe it? Here you go. Fall. There you go. One thing that is kind of upsetting me at this moment is it's not holding its speed, it's increasing its speed. It's supposed to be on VNAV and it's supposed to hold its speed.
Okay. Have a look.
I seem to be slowing down, but I've also lifted my perfing it. I never went back. You know what? I got so busy. I never went back and I redid the CG on the flaps takeoff page. Damn it. Okay, well, I think that's good enough for now. So let's go to RAGUL. You're welcome.
No issues, Nico.
Nothing, so it just works.
Maybe I had a corrupt
Could be.
update.
Could be. Yeah, delete the Zibo, make a new one. Maybe reboot the computer. Things like that. I don't know.
I'm doing that.
Yeah. Give me a second, guys. I'll be back. Come back. And only one thing, I am thoroughly impressed with this version. This is like, wow. MIW, I'm sorry, I don't know your name. Are you a real pilot?
No, I'm not a real pilot. Michael.
Michael, okay, welcome.
Thanks, Ted.
Hello, Ali. Oh, this new update is magic. It's really magic. Love it.
Just out of interest, Nico, when you do get to land, can you do a replay of your takeoff from outside?
Yeah, we can.
I just want to see what difference we've got on the rotation element.
Yeah. Rob, no, it's supposed to disconnect Command A or Command B, whichever autopilot is on, but it shouldn't disconnect the auto throttle. Check in your EFB that you've got the lock throttle engaged, that it's on and that you've got the right noise level and things like that. Just check that. Mac, I had the wrong trim on this takeoff because I never went back. I forgot to go back, so I'm not sure if it's going to be a good test to go back and check it.
Fair enough. No, in that case, don't bother. No.
In my other beta explained, my auto throttle kicks off the moment I pull the speed brake for the first time. It just kicks off. Then I re-engage it and never again. The rest of the flight, it just works normal. And I can't figure out what the hell it is. In this one, it doesn't happen. There it is. I can pull it. No problem. But in the other one, I think I'm going to have to delete the joystick preferences file or something and redo everything because there's something wrong there and I can't figure it out.
What kind of approach are you planning today?
On nav.
Yeah, on 6.6 I noticed an issue when you engage approach, it shows on the mode annunciator panel, but all the lights turn off on the LCD.
The moment that happens, it's supposed to be normal because remember the lights need to turn off so that you cannot disengage it. So once it's taken the approach, and the computer is in approach mode, it will switch off all the lights.
Okay.
That's normal by design.
How much?
Yeah, I remember when you approach Innsbruck, you want to use vertical speed because then it's a pain to break off and disengage approach mode.
Yeah.
How much you going to be overweight on landing, Nico?
I don't think I'm going to be overweight, but the fuel could be the issue. But it's normal operation for us.
I was just thinking that's a rather personal question.
Ali, to answer your question, I don't ever sit and compare them. I've never done it. I flew FS 2020 in the BMDG this morning on a special route that I had to do, and I just take it as it comes, man. I don't go and sit and look at it. When you speak to the real pilots, you hear a big story, but I don't care. As a flight simulator, it makes no difference to me. See, our big problem in South Africa is the alternate airports are not local. Okay, it's not like in LA or in New York where you've got an option of 20 or 30 airports within 20 nautical miles. You know, you literally have to fly somewhere to go get, to an alternate airport. And that's why when we do this trip, I remember in the real Boeing, I was in this cockpit many times checking it. I mean, you put 9 tons of fuel because you never know what happens, you know. And just let me show you SDKP. I want to show you something quickly. Right, so that's Cape Town over there. Okay, that is Langebaan over there. That's a military airbase. Langebaan is used, even though it's military, it's used as the alternate for the international flight. So the guys coming from Europe, okay, they park there. The local alternate is George, there. Okay, that's the first alternate. And there's Port Elizabeth, that's the second alternate. Now look at that distance that you have to fly to get the alternates. That's why you pack 9 ton, because what happens typically, and I've been in it, I've done it in real world, right? They put you in a hold here by ERDAS or Charlie Sierra Victor. It's one of those, they're usually ERDAS. And you turn and turn and turn and turn. The last time we were in a hold over there, we held for 45 minutes. And then they directed us to Port Elizabeth, you know, so there you go. Where's BE? There's BE, you know. So now you've burnt fuel for 45 minutes in the hold, then you've got to get there and then refuel to get back to Cape Town. And that's why you pick up 9 tons. So it's just what it is. And if you don't do it, you're going to end up in a mountain somewhere. And these mountains are high, eh? You're talking 8,000-9,000 feet for these mountains. They're mega high compared to sea level right down there.
Yeah, I was thinking more. I mean, a couple of 100 kilograms, not a problem.
Yeah.
But if it's a significant weight difference, it could be.
Yeah, Mac, the guys here are taught to handle it. You know, I suppose that they wouldn't be doing something that's really life-threatening. You know, that's the bottom line. So they could be stretching. Exactly.
You would hope not.
Yeah. The thing is, you know, you have to fly and you have to be safe and all, but if you carry a little bit more fuel, just land softer, man. Don't break the wings off. So you had the fuel problem because of the APU. Is that what you were saying to Zibo just now? Right.
Sorry?
Why did you have a fuel problem? Was it because you were flying with your APU or no? What?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, I was, because I was doing testing, not just a normal
Of course.
through. And I was engine idle, you know, accelerations and all the rest of it. I just kept the APU running.
Gotcha. Okay, but you know, in doing so, you found a bug, so that's cool.
Well,
I'm just checking.
It looks like it because another flyer who had the APU off didn't have the problem.
Well, I didn't have it either just now. I purposely put also a little bit more fuel to make sure that I got the extra fuel in the center tank. I didn't have an issue either. That's why I'm asking.
Yeah. So I mean, I wasn't flying incorrectly, but I was flying outside normal.
I understand. It's not a bad thing. Yeah. Ali, to come to your question, I do fly the Airbus, but seldom, very seldom. My life is spent in this cockpit, literally. When I'm not at work, busy with the family, this is where you'll find me in the Zibo cockpit. You know, and then every now and then I just want to do something else. I go, you know, fly an Airbus.
By the way, I was thinking of emailing Boeing. Perhaps if I suggest to them that all their aircraft fly with the APU on, to be the most efficient aircraft in the world.
Yes, because there's no fuel burn. It's like magic. It's funny. Uncle John, are you watching?
I am indeed, sir.
See where I'm at now?
Yeah. What I've done is I've rebuilt a fresh one.
Okay.
Extra feature, Nico, where you can load the wheels on the leg page.
No, it's been there since 5.8. Yeah. It's part of that update that happened in RC 5.8.
This is an actual thing in real life, right?
Yes. Yeah.
And here, how does it work? It gets from SimBrief, or because when I went, I put in an alternate airport one time, and it was able to pull in the weather data as well.
Yeah, what happens is you download that B738x.xml file and everything is read from there. So every time you do a request, it goes to that file, looks for the data, pulls it in. So it comes from SimBrief when you do your OSP.
Right, but that's my point. So I just put in a random alternate as a diversion that was not at all planned in SimBrief, and it did manage to pull in the wind data to the alternate that wasn't in the flight plan or anything. So.
Gotcha. Yeah, then you'll have to ask Zibo how he does that, because as far as I know, he does not talk directly to SimBrief. It could be that he's pulling it from local wind data, that he builds his own little route quickly. The guy's a genius, you know, he does things that I can just shake my head sometimes, man. He's an absolute genius. I've sat with him working on some of the stuff in this aircraft, and he gives me like 5 assignments and he's got like 20. Then he's done and he asks me, how far are you? And I'm like, no, well, I've done 2 of the 5. And I feel stupid. Okay. Oh. Anyway, we finish my job and then he takes over again, you know. But he's very fast as well. He's very efficient. He's just amazing.
I'd love to contribute someday, but I gotta polish up the skills on developing for Expo.
Yeah, if you test and you report back on the forum, you're already contributing. You know, you don't need to have a special title to do that. So if you find a bug and you report it, that helps already a lot.
In real life, I'm the CTO, so I program every day.
Okay.
That's why I thought my skills could be helpful.
Nico,
Mm-hmm.
what determines for the jetway to be deployed when you do the automatic loading?
The fact that it's movable.
But
Some of those jetways are just not movable, then you can't do anything.
Okay. I was just wondering because sometimes they are there. They're working with Shift G, but auto loading doesn't seem to.
Question: did you check if the gates data file? Let me just get the name of that thing. I think it's gates.dat in the Zibo folder. Did you try and delete it and maybe restart the Zibo and see if it creates a new one for you?
No, not recently. I did that when the latest update was there.
Yes. Okay. Well,
I will delete them once again.
Try that.
Wondering if that was a trick.
Yeah. B738X_gate.dat. Delete it. Then restart the explain. See.
Are you talking about a default scenery, or are you talking about some payware or freeware one?
Default scenery.
Sorry?
Default.
Oh, default, okay.
That's why I'm thinking that gates file could be a problem. Right, we're like 100 kilogram overweight for landing. So it's just neither here nor there. We'll just land softly. Okay, we won't break your wings.
Just drop one passenger.
Yeah, we'll open the door, kick Mac out. Mac, you got your parachute.
Okay, fair enough. Drop me off at 8,000 feet.
Yeah, perfect.
Get a parachute and jump.
Yeah.
We'll just open the cockpit window and let the wind suck you out, man. And there you go.
No, that could be messy.
We just do another livery and then everything is fine again.
Not from 8,000 feet it isn't.
No, it's more like hello, not halo. Hello. There it goes. Hello, bye-bye.
No, I don't have experience to do halo.
I've always been of a sound mind, and I've always told the guys at the airport, I see no point in jumping out of a fully functioning aircraft. It just doesn't make sense.
Oh, I must admit, there's a definite thrill to it.
I can imagine.
You've got to overcome a few fears the first time you do it.
Oh, for sure.
One of the best experiences of my life, I guess.
Yeah.
I did it once. I don't think I'll do it again.
I also flew as a support, an engineer on a support flight for one of the demonstration teams that used to jump out. And of course, that gives you confidence to have a go. And I mean, some of the guys that I was on those had done over 2,000 jumps.
Well, that's off to them.
Yeah.
The most memorable thing for me was how cold it was in the hands. But if it wasn't for that first jump, I wouldn't switch to paragliding. It turns out being under the canopy is way more fun than
I'm sure. Yeah.
Wow. That's something I haven't experienced.
It's great fun. It's actual flying, You get to go up, not only down.
Yeah.
Ja, Felix Baumgartner.
He's South African, no?
I seem to recall meeting him many years ago one day. And when this whole story broke, I said to my wife, I know this guy, man. I know him. I used to go to his house. And in his house, he had this huge portrait, or a photo. It was a big blown-up photo of Christ the Redeemer statue in Rio de Janeiro, and he was sitting on top of it because he did base jumping from it. And I said to my wife, I swear it's the same guy. But anyway, I can't, I haven't spoken to him in years. I don't know. It could be a different guy, but I swear it was the same guy. Gents, while the aircraft's going, I'm glad I've got more than one screen. I've got a customer, I'm just going to help them here on the other screen quickly. So you continue talking, I'll chat with you. But if I don't respond immediately, it's just because I'm concentrating on something else quick. I mean, there's no porpoising, there's nothing happening. This thing is like stable, crazy stable. Yeah, he could be Swiss in terms of maybe birth or nationality, but I do recall somebody say that he was here in South Africa, and that's why I think that's the guy that I met, because he was into all kinds of weird jumps and kind of things. So how true that is, I can't put my head on a block, but one day when I meet him, I'll ask him if he's the same guy. Or I think if we see each other, you know, you go, oh yeah, it's you. You know the story. We'll see.
As long as you're not on the way up and he's on the way down.
Ha, got it. Uncle John? Uncle John?
Yes, sorry, I was just making coffee. Carry on.
1,088 rand and 15 cents.
In which case, I'll send that to you this afternoon.
Okay.
You'll have to write that down in Messenger, so I've got it exact.
Yep.
Thank you.
It literally just came in.
I won't repeat what I'm thinking.
No, I know exactly what you're saying. Well, this guy in the back hasn't complained about the temperature again, huh?
He might be frozen.
No, I think we're at about 21 or 22 degrees. So I think they're happy now. We're at 22 degrees, so they're fine.
I think the drinks ordering is coming to a maximum for this round.
It could be. Mac, are these guys giving you grey hairs again?
You'll see. I'll speak to you afterwards. Okay.
These are all bots.
I know they are.
We need to enable capture.
The only one that hasn't got the default airports in is the first one. But if you look at the email address, it's a rogue one. I've already investigated it.
Yeah.
So the first one was done by a person. So that was targeted.
Yeah.
The rest of them might be bots. But we're getting a lot more bot applications in Discord as well.
Yeah.
You're becoming too popular, sir.
There you go. I've asked Marco to investigate the CAPTCHA because I've got the API key. He must.
Yeah, that's fair enough. I thought I'd just point it out.
Yeah, no, please.
Now, where have I seen that name before, Nico? Aero guitarist.
He's a captain, a real world captain.
Oh, I better call him Sir then.
Yes. His name's Alan. His real name's Alan. Hello, Sid. Hello, aero guitarist. There you go. Hello, Alan.
Zibo amazes me how he managed to work out exactly where that bug problem is so quickly. Brilliant.
Departing the fix, I'm using 0.71 or something like that. It's the, well, it was the latest like a few weeks ago, so he says it's not really him, he's just an evil bot. That's fine. Right. That's fine. You fit in nicely here, don't worry. We have to have balance.
You have to be certified to and wear a white coat to fly with us. Oh, Nico's used to his magenta ones being hacked and getting cyan ones or things like that, especially with his graphics.
This thing is like super stable.
Agreed. Sir Alan. Agreed.
Oh, it's very nice. I hand flew this thing for a long time during the takeoff. It was magnificent.
Oh.
I don't get what happened to my other view. That's the first one. The second one. First one, second one. Yeah. Yeah, it's nice. Departing the fix. Sorry, Mac. Departing the fix. Yeah, okay, go ahead. You talk first. You're slow a bit.
Oh, carry on. You're fine.
I just wanted to say to departing the fix, I'm not sure I follow you about changing the SIM config. What exactly are you referring to? Because I don't think I changed the SIM config. The only thing you change is just in AutoOrtho. Where's this display capture? That's it. The only thing that you need to change is right here. I don't understand exactly what you're meaning. Sorry about that. Yes, go, Mac, your turn.
I'm going to say the airside services, what I do like is once it's loaded, you can manually go back and reconfigure it, and it doesn't cause any problems, crashes or anything.
Yeah.
It's working really well at the moment.
Hello, Thunder.
Hello, Nico.
How are you doing?
I'm good.
Excellent. Nice to see you, yeah? I thought, look, I didn't write down the dates that you were not going to be here. I thought you were gone already.
Yeah, no, Thursday, early.
Okay. This is one heck of a flight day. I can tell you one thing. If there were any stability issues, we would have known by now.
Yeah. Agreed. I had my flight, I set it on pause for about 6 hours, unpaused it, and carried on and continued. No problems whatsoever. So it seems it's very stable.
Excellent.
Do we know when it's scheduled for public release?
Nope. This is alpha, and the last couple of tests we did went on to like 5, 6, 7, some went even further versions. So as soon as Zibo's happy, we'll get it. And that's the thing, he never tells us beforehand, you know, when he's ready to release. We do have discussions, so we've got an idea sometimes, but not always.
The flight model side of it has been changed and we're checking it out now. But there's some coding to do to go alongside it that hasn't been done yet.
The autopilot needs to be synchronized with whatever is happening in the flight model and everything.
Also, I think there's some engine parameters that will be adjusted slightly.
Yeah, the idle on the engines.
Idle thrust, yeah. So it could be several days yet, then, so I'm afraid.
And he now needs to fix the APU mistake that you discovered, Max.
There was another issue I discovered. Actually, I don't know if it's an issue, but if you have a failure and then you hit fix all failures while in air, it doesn't fix anything. I'm not sure it's supposed to, though.
No, some of them are supposed to not be fixable in the air. Some of them needs ground maintenance. The whole idea behind the Zibo failures is it is supposed to be helpful for the real pilot training. So if there's something that can be fixed with QRH, then it will be fixable in the air. If it's not, you know, now obviously, you know, there could be a little coding mistake in it, but that's the theory, you know. So if you get something that only maintenance on the ground can do, it's supposed to be the same.
That makes sense.
You didn't ask Twixter about this little bit of a roll when you're flying straight and level, Mac?
No, I haven't spoken to him.
Oh yes, it was me and Paul and Uncle John that was with him yesterday. No, because I've just noticed it's not there all the time, but it does go into like the synchronized roll, left, right. Look, it's.
One thing that I possibly would suggest is if you've got a cloud layer above you. Now at the moment you're above absolutely any cloud. And I think if you're in between two layers of cloud, then perhaps it's supposedly laminar turbulence. Somebody else was pointing out earlier that the default laminar 800 doesn't show the symptoms in so much of turbulence as the Zibo currently does. I haven't checked it out myself yet.
Yeah, but that could be a line of code that says dampen, and that's it.
Yeah.
You know,
Exactly.
It's not necessarily realistic. It just cuts out.
But we know that Twixter's flight model now deviates considerably from the default flight model. So. But at the moment, yours looks very. I was flying, remember, with no weather because of the flight testing element I was trying to do. So I didn't suffer any rolling whatsoever.
Okay. Okay, there you go. There's Alan's opinion. Let's see which is being improved and still not right. Oh, yeah. Okay, makes sense.
Yeah. But it seems it's pronouncedly different between the default 800 and the Zibo one, Alan.
Yeah, but again, could be
Yeah.
just a line of code. Yeah. And how many guys have told us, oh, you're making it too realistic. We can't fly the Zibo anymore. You remember those days, Mac?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
They definitely do. Alan, agree. Yeah. Agree.
Yeah, that's my thought through, Alan. Yeah. Perhaps they've trimmed it for glider pilots. That's what it is.
Gents, there's another hour left in this flight, so you guys must not feel obliged to sit here the whole time. You're welcome to go get something to drink or eat and come and go as you please, eh?
And that's without a diversion.
Yeah.
I'm also en route, Nico.
Okay.
Looks like it was corrupted files.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's looking good at the moment.
Good job. Good. You're happy for me to delete all those in the VA then, Nico?
Yeah, please come in.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, we're not going to entertain that nonsense. This is actually nice working like this. I've handled 2 jobs, 2 customers happy while we're sitting here chatting, enjoying ourselves, and they've got no clue. They're happy, I'm happy, you're happy, everybody's happy. Well, Alex, you're always the odd one out, man. What can we do to make you happy? Can we find your boss? Maybe tell him to let you go home early today? Yeah. Okay, well, I just thought I'd brighten your day. At least we got a laugh out of you, so it's fine.
Nico,
Yeah.
check your account.
Okay. Thank you. There, it's just popped. Just got the notice.
As I say, I won't repeat what I want to say.
Tell you, we'll get in so much trouble, Uncle John. The Human Rights Commission will annihilate us if we actually say what we want to say.
Mind boggles.
Okay.
Oh, that's sweet. I've just seen this on Facebook. No bad landings, just happy little impacts. Yeah, Alan, I just started reading it. Nice little report, that one. Thanks, man.
Mountain to level up.
Rob, I've just noticed your question there because I'm busy reading through the comments. I can't say. I honestly don't know. I think what I'll need to do is I'll just take new screenshots and just replace them later on today. I think that will be the best because I can't remember when last I did the update. To put these things there. Yeah, it's fine. Zibo knows, so he'll be the judge. Don't worry about that.
This aircraft is so stable.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Can I ask Alan which airfield you were approaching on this particular, or which approach and which airfield you were using for this, your exercise?
LPV, yeah.
Oh, what a nice place to visit. So I wanted to look at the chart, that was all.
Uncle John, let's talk after the stream.
Can we?
Yes, please.
Yeah, I appreciate it. But you understand why I messaged?
Yeah, I've forgotten about it already. You just reminded me. Just shows you.
I've been thinking about it all the time, waiting for something to transpire.
Uncle John, you know how life works. If you don't do something yourself, nothing happens.
Exactly. I think we're going to have to ask him direct. I can't see any other way.
Yeah, we'll talk afterwards.
Okay. I'd love to know what happened with my files. I must have downloaded a bad one.
It's usually in the extraction that things happen.
This is rock solid.
Yeah, it's much different now. The bottom is much different. This thing is like a totally different aircraft all of a sudden. Oh, you're more than welcome, Rob. Hello, HD. How are you doing? You might as well wait for 6.7 if you're not rushed to get an update, because this is like day and night difference, man. This is really going to be nice to give to you guys. Are we there yet?
Where are you flying anyway?
South Africa, Joburg to Cape Town.
Long flights.
Yeah, but we had to test this flight specifically because we had issues on a pre-run. Just to check that it wasn't a big issue. Then we seem to think it was a software corruption that caused the problem, so that's why I've had to do this flight again.
I had a rough landing in Switzerland, but made it.
Departing the fix, yeah, you don't really have to keep up, man. You know, find one of the versions that works for you, skip 1 or 2, then keep up. Me personally, I can't operate that way. I mean, even if I wasn't involved in the development team, I would still update everyone. You know, we're all different, but you know, if you find it difficult to keep up, skip 1 or 2, then take the next one. Hello, Jet Power. Let's see what the weather is doing. 0.9 still. Theoretically, Cape Town is actually in a different time zone than Joburg, okay? they amended it for South African purposes. But anybody who lives in Cape Town or goes to Cape Town and then spend time there will know, compared to Joburg, they're actually in a different time zone, because you'll see the sun goes down much later. It comes up much later. You know, so that's just a bit of useless information, but it is true. If you want me to fly to Cyprus, send me a message on Discord, okay, or in Messenger, and give me a suggested route. Then maybe on Saturday we can do a group flight there, if it's possible. Okay, but send me something.
Istanbul, Cyprus.
Okay.
Sorry, John?
Istanbul, Cyprus.
Not possible.
Yes, it is. I've done it myself. In real life.
Well, if you're landing in northern Cyprus, yes.
Yes, correct.
That's what I'm getting. You can't land at Pathos.
No, you didn't say that. You didn't say that.
Okay.
Okay, listen, guys. There's private rooms. Go have your fight there. Come. We've got the bandages and the brandy here when you're done. Okay.
No,
we're in agreement.
Okay.
No, he's right. He's perfectly right. Istanbul is only for northern Cyprus.
Okay.
Yeah, you can't land at Pathos or Limassol or...
But is it a physical limitation or a geographical, or is it a political limitation?
Political.
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 Yep.
Damn it.
Northern Cyprus is beautiful anyway.
Whatever.
Agreed. I'm not... I wouldn't dispute that, John.
Okay. Listen, I want to answer a question here. Give me a second. Stephen, Mango is defunct. They went under with SAA. They went bankrupt, closed down, tata bye-bye. I don't know Rodney, no. No, I don't think I know him, no. Alex says he's getting the popcorn. It was getting nice and interesting.
I'm trying to think what the name of the northern Cyprus airfield now. It used to be Nicosia, but it's not anymore, is
No,
it?
it's not. I'm trying to think myself, Mac. I know I've flown into there.
Okay.
I'll find out for you.
Well, I've actually spent 3 months on Nicosia airfield before it got closed. A beautiful island.
Absolutely.
Okay. I need to go and put the blinds down. My wife pulled them too high. Now I've got the sun in my eyes here where I'm sitting. Okay, I'll be back.
Mac, Ercan, E-R-C-A-N.
That's it, yeah. I know where it is, couldn't remember the name of it.
Ercan.
Hello, Neil. Welcome.
Lima Charlie Echo November, Mac.
Yeah.
Neil, so far so good. Really nice test flight. Hello, Wycliffe. Ooh, that's nice. Must be a internet issue. Just check, you know, that you're still getting 1080p. Because I'm broadcasting at 1080p and I've got full signal, so I don't have any issues this side. Starting to get green again. Excellent, excellent.
Okay, I'm off. See you later, guys.
Okay.
Okay. See ya.
Happy landing.
Okay. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Alright.
There's the mic, Neil. Wycliffe, I found it on Streamlabs OBS's website back in the day, and I just copied it down, and then I just kind of edited the thing to make it the way I wanted it, you know. I'm not a graphics guy, so for me to use GIMP or one of these programs is like, it's terrible. I'm not familiar with it, you know, and I just struggled through and I made something, you know, from the template. I've had a few guys offer to make me new ones, but the funny thing is they want to use all these day glow colors and all kinds of weird things, man. If it doesn't look like it comes from a 1970s disco, it looks like it comes from 2045 in space. You know, it's weird. It's the kind of things that the guys have suggested to me, just, you know, doesn't sit right. So yeah, I just keep what I have. I've learned how to use GIMP to the point where I can make the little thumbnails. So I make my own little thumbnails that you see if you browse through my channel. Those thumbnails, you know, comes from GIMP. But again, you know, I watch a YouTube video, see how it works, then I go do it, and then I leave it. The stream overlays comes from a guy called Benjamin, and the overlays is called Benny Overlay. Benny Overlays, something like that. Let me put it on the screen, I'll show you. Display capture. There you go. This is it. So it's Benny Overlay. That's it. This is the front end, and you guys then see the rest in the background, because this is what I see. Let me show you what I see. That's what I see. The only time I see the other stuff is literally when I look at Streamlabs and I look at what's being broadcast, because this Benny overlay has got nothing to do with the sim. It just puts it into the Streamlabs OBS. Ha 1964. Miss Rasmussen of all people. Wow. Yeah, the mountains come. Yeah, I've stopped using music in my intros because of that. This bloody nonsense with copyright strikes and all kinds of nonsense when these people know that you've got the rights. It just got too much for me. I just stopped it. It's not worth it because it just upsets me every time it happens when you know they know that it's wrong and yet they still do it. It's just stupid. And also, on the other hand, paying 15 or 20 US dollars per month for the music is becoming a bit expensive, eh? So, I don't want to go that route anymore. I just left it. I had an incident the other day. I got a copyright strike for a video that played NCR music, and the whole reason that NCR exists is no copyright music. I got a copyright strike on a video that's 5 years old on my YouTube channel. 5 years old. They went and they found it. And I go, wow. How does that work? Just stupid, man. That's crazy. Mind you, on TikTok, I've seen it a few times, eh? There are guys that go out and copyright your work on TikTok. It was about, I would say about 6 months ago. It was a real big problem for the people on TikTok. You know, other people copywriting their stuff. And I don't know, I haven't heard from it since. So I think they might have gotten rid of the problem. But that was freaking interesting. Thank you, Thunder.
Going back to that Cyprus business, Nico. Are you listening, Uncle John?
I think he's asleep.
No, he's not.
Okay, I'm just saying, I'm checking.
Oh, well, you checked and I'm awake.
Yes.
I don't know how, but I am.
Navigraph has no charts for that airfield.
LCEN.
Okay. Yeah.
Wow. Wow.
I can understand that, Mac, because...
Why?
Well, politically, they don't like to accept that it's registered.
Wow.
If you have a read up on it.
But it's an airfield with 2 runways, and it's an international airport.
It's just got a brand new runway extension, I think.
Yeah. I'm just surprised that there are no charts available for it.
Tero, there was something mentioned about that here in the dev room. Let me just quickly see. Oh, no, it was Tim. Between Tim and Zibo, what's happened now is they are working on a reduced idle thrust, okay? And the reduced idle thrust coupled with a new flight model should give a more in line with reality descent. That's where it comes from. So you'll have to test it yourself when you get this model, but that is in theory what they were talking about.
Yeah, the descent rates are already much closer.
Much closer, yeah.
By published figures, yes.
Yeah.
The only thing isn't sorted yet is speed reduction times in level flight.
Okay.
But it has to go hand in hand because it involves the flight model and also some engine coding.
Alan has just said here on stream that LCEN does not exist in the Lido charts either.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm surprised because it's a recognised route from Turkey to Irkut.
It's all politics, Mac.
Oh, I know it is, but I'm thinking that Turkey is a recognised international airline flying country and all the rest of it. I'm surprised that they don't recognise the flights they do from Turkey to Northern Cyprus. Politics sometimes gets completely confuses me.
Yep.
Guys, give me a second. Neil, I don't see the up and down motion to the extent where it was driving me nuts before. So it looks much better in the descent. No up and down mega movements here. And Antonio, it's Lima Charlie Echo November, LCEN. Just look, 2 comments above yours.
Designated Thunder, the designated time for checking it is 60 tons at a flight level below 20,000, and it's done at 280 knots, 250 knots, VREF 40 plus 70. With clean and with speed brakes, and that's what I was testing earlier today. Oh, and no weather as well.
We there yet.
I'm going to say, how far you got for top of descent, Nico?
Oh no, I'm at 10,000 foot already, going down fast.
Oh, sorry, okay.
I think that descent's looking really good, Nico.
I like it. I like this version. This is one of those keepers.
It's night and day.
There is another element involved. Imagine, and that is how much thrust there is when you're at flight idle.
Yeah, look, it's gone down to 37.5. 37.4. Yeah, I'm wondering, Zibo, are you watching? If you're watching, it would be nice to have some ETA on when this is getting released.
Please.
We demand release. I think we need to pick it. Who's going to help make flyers? I'll bring the broomsticks. Somebody else bring the sticky tape.
Come on. Give Zibo some time to finish the exercise.
You know we do. We're just joking, man.
Yeah, I know. It's a Christmas present, and it isn't Christmas yet.
No, that's too long. That's too long.
Sounds about normal, Alan, yeah.
Well, the airport should be there. That should be the airport. So we're going to turn slightly to the right. There's the airport. There's the airport, I think. Yeah, because that's Little Hill. No, then the airport is there. That is the airport. There's Little Hill I was thinking about. So we need to turn right in front of it and turn left. It's a bit far to really get proper definition, but anyway, you'll see. These mountains are high, man. Clouds, yes. Yeah, I heard a story like that, but I'm using a 1207 here with xEnviro. So I don't have any benefit of that right now.
What's your current QNH, Nico? 1014.
1018.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
That heart is in the way. I can't read what you're saying. Just post something there. No, X-Plane 12. xEnviro for X-Plane 12 that I'm using here.
Thousand to go.
Well, Scotsman, my friend, I don't know if you've realized this, but you are the designated driver for that, you know, so you go have fun. Let us know. Where's the airport?
Radio altimeter.
Is that Table Mountain dead ahead?
Dead ahead, yes. And I'm hand flying again, so let's see what happens.
Good.
There's that kick in the pants again. Nice wake-up call that day. Thank you.
9.
This wind or turbulence at least is rocking me a little bit.
Approaching decision height.
This is such a lovely hand-flown approach. It's not even funny.
300.
I've got to work it. It's not for free. You know, just get it.
200.
Yeah.
I'll admit I did have a little bit of a
100.
problem lining up on
50,
a
40,
land
30,
3,
20, 10.
and I had no winds or weather. It swayed backwards and forwards a little bit.
Oh, that is not 334 feet per minute. You're talking porkies, man. Ooh,
Yeah, that's crazy.
I didn't set my auto brake. Can you guys believe it? Oops.
Right.
Fortunately, I've got toe brakes. Yeah, I forgot the Scotsman. I was too busy enjoying myself and flying this thing, man. That was really, really, really lovely.
You have to call them down now, haven't you?
Yeah. Wow. Oh, I like this. This was cool.
Mm.
Thank you, everybody.
Interesting to see what your ACARS shows for your landing rate.
Believe it or not, 257. Which
really?
is also, yeah, I don't trust it. I don't believe it at all. It's talking nonsense. That was like 185 maybe, man. There's no ways.
Or less, yeah.
Yeah, no ways it's more than 200.
Where can we see the landing rates on ACARS?
In my ACARS right at the bottom, I'll show you now. Let me just get it on the screen. There.
Hold on.
Oh, you won't see it on Discord. You'll have to look on YouTube. Unless I change my screen here quickly. Hold on. Let me change the screen.
Once you've followed your flight plan, you'll be able to go back and check it anyway.
Yeah. There it is.
Perfect. Okay. Yeah, thanks.
Landing rate. See, vastly different. I mean, I don't know.
Put it this way, I think this version is an improvement, isn't it, Nico?
Mega
improvement.
And it can only take further steps forward, so it's a Christmas bonus when it gets released.
Yeah. Yeah, Scotsman says it was about 100 feet per minute according to the vertical speed indicator there. Thank you, Scotsman. See. All right. Yeah. Let's go park. No, thank you everybody for watching, you know, and the guys sticking around from the beginning. Sorry, I know it was a long flight, but we had our reasons, you know, we had to test it that way, and we're happy. Yeah, see you. Bye bye. You're welcome, Andy. Bye, Andy. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, I'm super happy. I'm really super happy. Go enjoy that, the potting the fix. Oh, I need to probably pick a parking and stop here quickly. This was our old parking spot, number 30. Right here by the crew door.
Don't forget upstairs after Nico.
No problem. I'm not sure, Wycliffe. It depends on Zibo. If he gives me another test to do, yes, I'll stream. Otherwise, I'm going to take it a bit easy, eh? We'll see what happens. Righto. Brake set. Done. There we go. Righto. Ladies and gentlemen, enjoy the rest of your day. Like I said, if there's another assignment, we'll stream again. Otherwise, I'm just going to take it easy for a change. And then we'll see you guys soon again. Bye-bye, and thank you for the support. I really appreciate it.
Thank you, Nico.
Thanks, Nico.